Hey guys, and welcome to an episode of Clash Royale. I haven't made an episode of Clash Royale in a while, but I have been getting kind of far in this game, so I wanted to talk to you about the troops that I like to use, the deck. So here I am ABC, and I am at 2050 trophies. Now, I just got to Arena 7, and I want to show you the deck that I've been using. I basically started using this in Arena 5, and it's gotten me all the way up to this point. So here we are. So it is the Barbarian, Giant, Spear Goblin, Musketeer, Valkyrie, Skeleton Army, Minion Hoard, and Poison deck. Now, I like this deck a lot because it really is good for countering um, a lot of attack styles. So I'm going to show you two replays to show you some examples. But I mean, basically, the main offensive part of the attack is the Giant and the Poison spell. For defense, I like to use the Barbarians, the Valkyries, the basically everyone else for defense. And I want to basically show you a couple examples. Now, you can see I have a level 7 Giant, but when I started this, I mean, it was level 5 or so. I've just really been concentrating on requesting cards for the troops that I really want. So I've been working really hard to upgrade my Giant. You can see I have my Barbarians and my Spear Goblins up to level 9, as well as the Minion Horde. And the Poison spell, I think I've only gotten 2 cards, and I've spent 2,000 gold on each of all the other cards I needed, because I really, really like this card a lot, and I highly recommend it. So let me show you 2 of the replays that I was talking about. Okay, for my first replay, I want to show you the battle that got me to Arena 7. So let me get this started. I'm going to talk you through it. So I like to play a very defensive game now. I used to really try to throw an offense out there, and I found that I lost a lot more than I wanted to. Well, you don't really want to lose at all, I guess. But I really found that I lost a lot doing that. So I really started playing a defensive game. Now, as soon as the witch is put out there, I put troops in the backfield also, because by the time the witch moves forward, I'll have my elixir back too. Now, the counter witch troop I like to use the most is the Valkyrie, because she'll take out the skeletons as well as the witch. So here I go. I put the Barbarians down, the Musketeer to follow, and I put down the Poison, because you can see it's slowing down, not only slowing down the defenses, but it's actually taking out the tower as well. So here they come with a counter. This was not really the greatest counter of mine, but now they put down a Giant. Now I like to separate the Giant, offensive Giant, from the whoever's backing them up. If it's a wizard or something like that. Now I didn't really do it in this case, but you'll see later on I will do more of that. So basically what I'll do is I'll put a Giant down if they put a Giant down, and whatever they have following their Giant, like a wizard or something, will start attacking my Giant, while I can use separate troops to attack their Giant, who will get separated from its defense. Now this style of attack, the Giant Poison spell attack, it really isn't going to get you a lot of 3 stars. Now here what I did was I saw they put down a 5 elixir witch, and I just went all in on the right side with my Giant and my minions. And you can see, I think, also with the Poison as well. Now I have a Valkyrie to counter the witch, so I wasn't really rushing to throw down too many troops. Now the Valkyrie will tank for the Spear Goblins. So the Valkyrie is a good tank. The Barbarians are a good tank. The Giant is a good tank. So I really try to get a bunch of troops that can really protect the backfield. So the backfield being like the Musketeer or something like that. Now I also like the Skeleton Army. Skeleton Army is good at surrounding like Hog Riders and stuff like that. Now you can see my Giant is distracting all their troops, so my troops could take out their Giant pretty easily. Now that the left side is occupied, I throw down some troops on the right to take out the second tower. So with 20 seconds left, I have this one pretty locked up. So this is the troops that I really, really like. Now at the end here, I'll throw down some defensive things. I'll throw down the Poison, I'll throw down a Giant, just so they don't have any last minute pushes. This is a defensive Poison I put down, and I put down a defensive Giant so that if they do try anything at the last minute, they'll go after the Giant instead. So this is my first attack I want to show. This is the one that finally took me to Arena 7. And I'm going to show you a second attack now. Okay, for the second attack, you can see I am now in Arena 7. And I use the same troops. Now, like I said, this isn't a 3 crown attack strategy. This is really just a 1 crown win, or even a draw, but it doesn't really matter. I really just try to play a defensive game. Here I go put the Barbarians down to counter. And like I said, I like to use the poison to slow down all the enemy troops as they approach the tower, and also take some damage on the tower itself. So this is a pretty good attack on their side. I put down my skeleton army, which is good for this kind of attack, but unfortunately he has arrows to counter, and he does some damage with his mini P.E.K.K.A. But that's fine. Sometimes you do take damage, and that's fine. So the Valkyrie was a good counter by him. And I will use my own Valkyrie to counter. Distract their Valkyrie. So I like to distract their Valkyrie when they're closer to my tower because it lets my towers counterattack. So this is a pretty even match right now. Even though I have more points taken off his tower, there's definitely not an obvious win for either of us. Now he puts down troops in the backfield, so I do the same. Now, like I said, I like to do that because by the time my troops get up to where his troops are, I'll have recovered a bunch of elixir too. So I put my giant down, and you can see my poison spell is ready, so I put that down too. Now I think he counters with, the knight and I think the P.E.K.K.A. So he does a lot of damage back to me. But that's fine. I did a lot of damage to him too. Let's see. I didn't get to put down the Valkyrie in the right time. So that was really a pretty bad counter on my part. But I do distract their Valkyrie. Now they're actually winning. I'm a level 9, and they have more points. I have less points than they do. So they're definitely winning at this point. You can see they haven't revealed it to me yet in the game, but you can see they have a Royal Giant, which I'm not really used to using at this point. So I'm not used to countering it either, but I think I do a pretty decent job of countering it too. So here we go with 30 seconds left. Here comes their Royal Giant. I use my skeleton army because it really has a lot of attack on it. And I put down my giant to distract. The P.E.K.K.A. is attacking, I think, my giant, but that's fine. My giant makes it into the tower and finishes this battle. So there we go. 1 star, 1 crown to none, and I win this battle. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like this army. I think it's really useful and has a lot of good counters and a lot of good offensive power as well. So save up your giant cards and upgrade that giant, and I think it's a really good deck. So I hope if you guys like this video, please hit the like button, and please don't forget to subscribe for more Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and Minecraft Pocket Edition. Thank you guys for watching.